Hello YouTube, this is RebornDayzHD and Cool Team 5678, and we've just discovered something very amazing, and it's chocolate caramel. For some reason, we were just experimenting, and we just made some epic return. Alright, so this is what we made right here. It tastes delicious. So we're gonna show you how to make this with sugar, water, and chocolate. So now we'll get into it. So you put 1 cup of sugar. Let's just pull this up. Some sugar. For the cause of us using this big bag is because we actually try not to use this right here because there's very much not in there, because we use that for cereal in our home and stuff. Yeah. So we just put this 1 cup of sugar. Yeah, that should be good. Put the water. Now you wait till that goes for a boil. You cut the heat on. For what we did, we slowed it down to about there. And we cut the temperature on to 50, I believe. And then we just keep on stirring, wait until it evaporates. You might need some more water, but we'll see. And then we just add some sugar. Whoops, I said sugar. Chocolate. It's about the same amount of a couple as how much we put the water. And now we just stir. This will become good. Cut that on to 50. And then we gotta wait till it shows the bubbles. I don't know the size of this, but it's a good pot. It doesn't matter what kind of pot you use as long as it is big. And you could hold a lot of ingredients. We've used different pots for this and it came out good. So just wait for it to boil. Cut it up some. And we just gotta keep on waiting. When you see the boil, make sure, as if you made some different caramel, you're gonna see the bubbles. After bubbles, it should show, it should turn a light texture of golden, and then you keep on waiting, cut it up to 340, and then leave it as it is. Probably want to cool it off. Cool it down.
Do not panic if you don't see it turn golden. Remember, this is chocolate. You're not going to see any golden around here, just pure brownness. So once the texture is smooth, we just turn it up to about medium high. Not too high, not too low.
Because of this, it's probably taking a long time. We're just going to cut it up to how much? Around there.
Around there, yeah.
No. Just keep
keep going until it boils.
For some reason it's not boiling.
Have some patience, people.
Yep. Try. There. It took a little time for the chocolate to start boiling, because yeah, you see there? It starts right to boil there. Right there.
Start to see it. If you were here, you would have smelled this delicious chocolate.
Yeah. But you could smell it at home. It doesn't matter what kind of chocolate. You can use Hershey, anything.
We have this one, but it doesn't really matter. You could use any type of chocolate. For instance, Bosco. We have Bosco right here. If you have this is acceptable. You could even, you could even try it with anything. I mean, if you have strawberry, you feel like having some strawberries or something, you have this.
Preserve and stuff like that. So right now it starts to boil.
As you can see, turn our backs for like 5 seconds. Starts to boil. And we tried something funny where we made a regular caramel and we tried to taste it with our fingers and it burnt. Still stings.
Yep, burnt our fingers.
About a good 10 minutes ago this happened and it still stings.
Yep.
So after this is cooked, I advise you do not put your finger in it.
And if you're using such pots and you don't know, when your parents get home, clean it out with some with steel wool or Brillo pad.
If you guys have these, save your life.
Yep.
Trust us.
We've just cleaned up. We had a little bit of mess. Just keep on stirring.
Yeah, so we stir this for about a good 5 to 15 minutes.
Yep. And you guys could also use a timer to tell when it's done.
Should always don't walk away from the pot because
this is very dangerous. You might actually catch your stove on fire, and then you might have to leave your house. And trust me, I do not want that to happen. We put some soap in here to wash it out.
You do not want the thing to get stuck in there. Once it gets stuck, it's a whole process to get it out.
Exactly. And when it gets stuck in there, just make sure you put it over medium pan or put it all the way up. Don't make sure your pan doesn't get hot. But
it should be like around here temperature. Get a closer look. 250, 300, 350. In case you don't see it.
Those are about before, and we cut it up slightly. So, guys, just wait until it's done boiling. Have something like this to put your chocolate, caramel, or your regular caramel.
Don't use any material made stuff like this because it will burn a hole through.
And it won't pop, but it'll make a big popping like you have on pizza. Those little
boil type thing you find on pizzas, you know.
Alright, this should be.
It was like, what the hell was this? So, you know.
We test it right there, and you see it getting burnt. It's not fully burnt, so we're just gonna try.
We're gonna test it out by putting it in a little white cup.
Alright, so we're just going to
leave that there, cut the stove.
Fire. Yep.
And we get a little cup here. Make sure it's like a clear color, like white, because if you use any other color, like a dark color, you're not going to exactly see what you're making. So
let's just use it in here, because, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Like a gray color is good. Anything bright, really.
If you guys see it settling down like this, you guys would just wait, see if it's burnt. When it settles down, it doesn't seem burnt.
Trust me, you'll know when it's burnt. If it sticks, you'll know it's burnt. But this seems just about right. So we're going to take it here and test it into our container.
Alright. So we'll put it over the sink. We do not want this. You see, guys, we use a lot of Brillo pads over here.
That's what happens when it burns.
Yep. Just put it over here, put it somewhere safe. Alright, you see the color because of the chocolate.
Be careful when grabbing the sides. You might want to use mittens. You know, these really help
so
you.
we're gonna pour this in. You can smell the chocolate.
You can smell it. Just pour it into the container here.
We do it over the sink because of what happens before. It got all over the place while we tried to do this.
And as you can see, it's just settling in right now. Once this happens, you put it in the fridge for a good while. Let it cool down. Or the
freezer. It really doesn't matter.
Word of advice, do not
touch it.
If it still feels warm, but not too hot, do not put your finger inside.
Yeah, you'll see. So, right now, because of our other thing that happened to our caramel, we're going to put it in the freezer right here. Put it down below. Leave the top off if you do have a top.
And we have something to show you guys. This is our caramel.
Yeah, the caramel. You see the sides?
As you can see the sides. It's extremely hot, so be careful.
Yeah, it did melt the sides. It popped it up there.
And yeah, it kind of got burnt. As you can see, it kind of looks like the chocolate over here.
Yeah, do not touch this, guys. This will be... This is what we did. We put our finger in, and we felt, and we made consequences that we had to...
Didn't go so well.
Yep. So, as you see, before we put the caramel in the fridge, and it didn't look like this. It was... This is the chocolate, as we just showed you.
That's our original chocolate that we discovered it with. Really tastes good. We're going to warm this up tonight. We're going to
eat it, probably, you know, use that candy and stuff. So, this is RebornDayzHD, Cool Team 5678, and we're out. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.